Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Joe from Chiro Health Spa. Today I'm going to tell you about what we do for neck pain in our office. So there are a lot of different reasons for neck pain. Some of them that you can think of would be things like injuries. Some of them might be just the day-to-day things that you do in a day, where a lot of us are sitting at a computer like this. But all of these different things might actually alter your posture. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of an overview about how we would approach all these things. So let's first start off with our assessment. So the very important thing that we're going to start with is an initial consultation where we go into your history very, very deeply, more so than probably you've had with any other doctor. The reason for that is because we want to get an idea of what you have done in your life, what kind of injuries you've had, maybe what kind of sports you've played, and the different things that might actually clue us into what's going on with your posture and the neck pain that you're having right now. So we're going to go through all the different things that have gone on with you. Now, after that, we're going to do an exam. We're going to do things like ranges of motion. We're going to check out your reflexes. We're going to look at your muscle strength. We're going to do some neurological tests with you. We see exactly how your sensation is. So sometimes with neck pain, you might get things like numbness or tingling in the hands. That's a big clue to us about what's going on. Then from there, we're going to figure out, and if we see that this is a chiropractic problem, that's when we get working and we get to action. So the first thing that we do at that point is say, you're going to probably need x-rays. And if we come up with the x-rays that we think that you need, we're going to look at a couple of them here. So here's what you can see is a person's head. There's the jaw, there's the back of the skull over here. And there's two lines that are on here. There's a green line and a red line. Now, the green line itself is what a normal neck posture looks like. The red line is what this person's posture is, and you can see the difference between where he's supposed to be and where he actually is. Now, same thing over here. We're looking at the person's back. So this is the left side, this is the right side, and you can see green line is normal, red line is where he is. So now we can tell, right, we've put together from our history and the exam and now the x-rays that we can see that there's something going on with this there's a big clue for us as to why this neck pain would be happening. So then we start off with chiropractic adjustments. Now, the adjustments themselves, if you've ever been to a chiropractor and you've had adjustments, these adjustments are different from what you've had in the past, and I'm going to explain why. One of the most important things that we see in daily life anymore is the fact that our posture is starting to weaken and degenerate on a daily basis. Well, like I said, we sit at a computer, we have tablets, we have e-readers, and most of our day is spent looking down at things. So when we're taking all of that into account, instead of having a nice upright posture, this is how it starts to fall and roll forward and the shoulders start to come forward. So when we're doing our adjustments, the first thing that I want to do is make sure that you get a posture that's improved from what you walked in with that day. So that's why our adjustments, most of them are actually done standing, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the adjustment. I'm going to be focusing on teaching your body to come more upright. If you've ever been to a chiropractor, a lot of times maybe they'll push down on your back, they might roll you on your side, but our adjustments here are really geared toward what can we do to change your posture, not only for a daily basis, but every day going forward for the long term. Now, those are the adjustments. Now, if you've had some neck pain that's been going on and you can tell that your muscles are getting very tight up here, and let's say in your traps, maybe even down into your mid-back and into your shoulders, we actually have something that helps relieve some of the muscle tension. And what we do is something called electrical muscle stimulation. You may have heard of this from physical therapists, other chiropractors. What it is it's something that can actually just get in. There's these two little pads here. And what we would do, let's say in the case of neck pain, we would put them right on the traps up here. I mean, if a lot of you have probably felt like that tension, that your shoulders just start coming up in toward your ears by the end of the day. This is what we do. We put these pads right on here. Most people say it feels like a little bit of a massage. And all we do is just let these muscles get tired from the impulses that this is putting in. And everybody loves it. It feels fantastic. But in the initial stages of care, this is what we're going to use to try to calm things down and ease them up so that you can actually get that loose feeling, not that constant tension feeling. If you have something that's significant that's going on more on the inflammatory side, we use something called cold laser therapy, where it's very simply, it's a laser, not like a Star Wars laser, but it's a laser, and what'll happen is this laser, when it hits the area, it's actually going to help reduce the inflammation that's in the area and create a healing process. So it doesn't feel like anything, it just looks like a red light. but all we do is put it on the area, and this is for more acute kind of situations. Now, that said, if we're done with our pain part, or we're trying to get through pain, we have to then focus on some strengthening. So I want to strengthen your posture into a better position, not the one that it's already in. So that's where some of these things are going to come into play. One of those might actually help with something called spinal decompression, which is right here. So what spinal decompression is going to do is, first, it's going to just allow everything to relax. What we have here is, this is literally just going to open up these joints and relax them. So over courses of periods of like 40-45 seconds, all this is going to do is open, close, open, close. For those of you that have had herniated discs or bulging discs, or particularly if you've had things that have been numbness or tingling or weakness or any kind of pins and needles feeling, this is one of the things that we use to try to relieve the pressure directly on the disc. So this can help significantly if you've had a long-term problem, and just if you've ever felt like, man, if somebody would just lift my head straight off of my shoulders, I would feel so much better. That's what this feels like. Does that feel like that?
Feels amazing.
There you go. So there's the proof right there. So we then want to look, when we're dealing with decompression, we still have to get the body to be stronger. And we have to get it stronger in that good posture. So for example, when we do this, we're going to teach you to do exercises. Some of them are going to be here, some of them are going to be at home. But the idea is that I want you to not walk around with this posture. Well, if that's the case, I have to teach your body to do something like this. So we might start teaching you exercises that will create more strength. And we're going to just teach the body to do this. And all you can see is that I'm activating my neck muscles, and this will build up. Now, that's really important, is one thing. Nobody has the same posture. So your posture on x-ray may not require that particular exercise, or you might require a different angle. So that's very important, because we have to take a look at everybody's case and look at it individually, okay? Then there's two major things that we look at with those x-rays as well. The first one is your head going forward? The second one is, what does that curvature look like? If you remember the green line that I showed you earlier. So if you don't have much of a curve, if some people have a straight line, some people literally have a reversal, that it's actually going the other way. That's what these things are here for. We will tell your body, listen, if we put some weight into you and you actually just sit there with this weight on, just facing this wall, you're gonna sit there with another weight over here and just allow the weight to create better curvature. So if you're one of those people, when we see on your x-ray that you don't have much of a curve, this might be something that we use. If you have a posture that goes like this, we're gonna use this chair, for example. This is one of the things that we might use. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you laying over the chair and literally sitting back on it like this to create a stretch. Now, it's not as easy as this. We're gonna use a head strap to pull down, and we're gonna really create a better pull in there so that your body's posture, instead of having this going forward, it's gonna be more so that your ears are more over your shoulders. And again, think of all the things that you do on a daily basis that are doing this, that are creating this posture. Tablets, like I said, phones, computers, we're getting all of this from a lot of the daily life. But this is where, when we see chronic neck pain and it doesn't go away, that's what all of this equipment for is, to not only get you to be out of pain, but it's there to allow your body to have a better, stronger posture, so that even if you do those things on a daily basis, we can still give you a better baseline with a good, strong posture so that you can handle them much better, okay? I hope this helps to give you a nice overview of what we do. If you know anybody that has had neck pain, please share this video with them. You might have seen a lot of things that you've never seen in an office before, and that's a good thing, because the way we're going to use it is probably a different approach than you've seen in the past, and hopefully that's something that we can do for you as well. So I look forward to seeing you, and I'm really hoping that we see you soon, and I'll see you on the next video.